Continuing with page 19, 2 days before the Passover. 2 days before the Passover, when Christ had for the last time departed from the temple, after denouncing the hypocrisy of the Jewish rulers, he again went out with his disciples to the Mount of Olives and seated himself with them along the grassy slope overlooking the city. Once more he gazed upon its walls, its towers, and its palaces. Once more he beheld the temple in its dazzling splendor, a diadem of beauty crowning the sacred mount. 1,000 years before, the psalmist had magnified God's favor to Israel in making her holy house his dwelling place. In Salem also is his tabernacle, and his dwelling place in Zion. He chose the tribe of Judah, the Mount of Zion, which he loved, and he built his sanctuary like high places, high palaces. Psalm 76, 2, 78, 68, and 69. The first temple had been erected during the most prosperous period of Israel's history. Vast stores of treasure for this purpose had been collected by King David, and the plans for its construction were made by divine inspiration. So God placed his best in this divine inspiration. First Chronicles 28, 12, and 19. Solomon, the wisest of Israel's monarchs, had completed the work. The temple was the most magnificent building which the world ever saw. Yet the Lord had declared by the prophet Haggai concerning the second temple, the glory of this latter house shall be greater than of the former. I will shake all nations, and the desire of all nations shall come. Amen. And I will fill this house with glory, saith the Lord of hosts. Haggai 2, 9 and 7. After the destruction of the temple by Nebuchadnezzar, it was rebuilt about 500 years. Before the birth of Christ by a people who from a lifelong captivity had returned to a wasted and almost deserted country. There was then among them aged men who had seen the glory of Solomon's temple and who wept at the foundation of the new building, that it must be so inferior to the former. The feeling that prevailed is forcibly described by the prophet. Who is left among you that saw this house in her first glory? And how do you see it now? Is it not in your eyes in comparison of it as nothing? Haggai 2:3 and Ezra 3:12. Then was given the promise that the glory of this latter house shall be greater than that of the former. And here we see exemplified who is going to bring glory to this latter house. The first house was magnificent. God had put his best plans forward in the construction of this. King David, he made sure that there was a wealth of material, rich as God would have it. However, the first house would pale in comparison to that of the second house because of the glory that would be put into that second house. And that's Jesus, the desire of nations.